Everyone's familiar with sending a fax from the business center, ordering room service, even spending a day being pampered in the spa. But one of the best and least used services offered by hotels is the concierge.
We keep forgetting today that hotels are much more than a place to sleep. There's the old saying, what do you take on a deserted island with you when you're by yourself? Is it water, food, a first aid kit? No, the answer is a concierge, because they can do everything for you.
The term dates to the Middle Ages, where the concierge was the keeper of the palace keys, and in a way, the modern concierge is the key to a successful stay.
What we have is a great concierge staff. They can really personalize an experience for you as a guest.
I've been at some very nice places throughout the country and the world, but this is almost like taking it 5 steps further.
Part caretaker, part problem solver, their job is to satisfy your needs.
There's no such thing as no. Every wish, as long as it is not illegal, immoral, unethical, or unsafe, is granted.
Making last-minute reservations, getting hard-to-find tickets, even finding a babysitter. These tasks, which might prove daunting to an out-of-towner or too time-consuming for a business traveler, are all in a day's work. In fact, they're the typical things a concierge can do, along with directions and shopping tips.
Staff here is wonderful. They're always available for whatever you might need. As a matter of fact, they sort of anticipate what you might want.
The real value in this service, however, is in the atypical, like when something gets left behind.
We had a special bottle of wine flown in that the guests forgot. When they arrived in the property, they forgot this bottle of wine, and it was flown in on a private plane into Durango and then brought up on the helicopter pier, so they had it for dinner that night.
Or you desperately need help planning something special for an anniversary, like a romantic picnic for two beside a lake that can only be reached by helicopter. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is spend more money, and a concierge can help with that too. Whether it's by recommending a romantic place for a walk or revealing a city's secret shopping district. While concierge service is provided by the hotel at no cost to you, in some cases a gratuity is appropriate. For sightseeing tips, setting up a babysitter, or other simple requests, a smile and a thank you would be sufficient. If the concierge has to work a little harder to secure sold-out theater tickets or finagle a last-minute reservation at a popular restaurant, $5 to $20 would be appropriate. If you ask for the impossible, like having a concert grand piano delivered to your suite at 2 o'clock in the morning, as one singer reportedly requested of a New York concierge, you should probably tip at least $100 and probably more. For more ways to make the most of hotel stays, go to fineliving.com. People stay in hotels because they need a place to sleep, but more often than not, that sleep is less than adequate. Instead of tossing and turning, set the thermostat in your room to a comfortable temperature so you're not too hot or too cold. Avoid alcohol and caffeine, and don't eat dinner more than 2 hours before you plan to retire. Go to bed at the same time you do when you're home. And if you can't do any of these, at least call ahead and reserve a quiet room. Not hearing the conventioneers next door or the ice machine across the hall will certainly help.